Okay, good morning class, welcome back. Today we shall be starting with the topic socialization from the third chapter, that is basic concepts. Alright, now today we shall be learning the concept, the meaning of socialization, what is the importance. Alright, yes, we shall be doing in brief, and the main topics that we are going to do today is agents of socialization. Alright, so according to you, what do you think is socialization? What do you mean by socialization? Now you can see that in the word socialization, a word called social is there. Now when we talk about social or socialization, we are talking about an individual interacting with other individuals. Alright, social means not an individual but individual along with the other individuals forming a group. Now in socialization we are going to learn about how or why is socialization important. Now socialization in simple terms means the process in which it is the process, it is not a single step. Alright, it requires, or sometimes not sometimes, most of the time socialization takes place from the womb to the tomb, meaning from your birth till your death you require socialization, or you are socializing with other human beings. So in simple terms, socialization is the process in which human beings interact with each other, and through this interaction they learn new things, they learn behaviors, they learn the rules and regulations of the society. Alright, they learn the rules and regulations of the society so that they know how to behave as an individual in the society. So socialization in simple terms means that you are learning how to behave or learning how to be a human being. So socialization helps you to understand the society, understand the rules and regulations of the society, and also understand what the society requires from you or expects from an individual. Alright, so as soon as an individual is born, he or she becomes a part of an organization or an institution called family. Alright, now this family is the most important agents of socialization. It is the most important organization where the child learns the tricks or the skills of socialization. So it learns, or the individual learns, how to behave with other individuals. They learn to speak, they learn to respond, they learn to walk in the family itself. Now only after the primary agents helps in socialization, only after the family, which is the primary and the most important agent of socialization, helps an individual to acquire the basic, talents or the skills required to survive in the society. It is only then that the individual jumps or transfers to the informal organizations of the society in order to learn socialization. Alright, so now in the family, I've already told you what you learn. Now what happens is, after you learn the basic necessities, alright, the basic necessities of socialization, you go to an institution called school. You join school or the education, the first educational institution or the first formal institution that an individual joins is the school. Now in school, alright, in school you meet friends, you make new friends. Alright, now you also have your neighbors, alright, immediate neighbors, the entire neighborhood, or your immediate neighbor who lives just next to you. So you become first is your family, then your friends, and then your neighbors. These three, alright, these three, or the people who are part of these three groups, form the primary agents of socialization. Now how do your how can you learn the different tricks of socialization in the society from your friends? Now, see, you know that suppose for example you have 5 friends, and these friends are coming from different backgrounds, they have different families. Now, each individuals or each family, these individuals who are coming from 5 different families have different rules and regulations in their family. They have their own kind of understanding. They may belong to different class, different caste, different economical background, and they may belong to different religious background. So these 5 friends belonging to 5 different religions, 5 different castes, 5 different, now they have the understanding of the society. They have a different view of the society, all right, because you know that every individual is unique. So when these friends come together and they are interacting with each other, you suppose you are also a part of that group, that means 4 other friends. From 4 other friends, you are learning how to interact in the society. You are learning about different religions. You are learning about different personalities. So when you start interacting with each other, with your friends, with your families, all right, now as a child, when you start interacting especially with your family and your friends, you also learn. Now, not only when socialization not only happens when you are speaking to each other, when you're talking, when you're interacting to each other. 3 friends may be talking, the other 2 may just be observing. So you also learn how to behave. All right, learning can also be done by observing. You don't have to personally go and interact with each other. All right, but interaction is important. But here I meant to say that learning may also take place through observation. All right, so now socialization stands for the development, that is the mental development of the human body, the brain, the attitude and the behavior. So through socialization or the interaction of human beings with other human beings also helps to shape our behavior. All right, so socialization is the process of learning how to behave in the society and also developing your personality. Now, socialization is also known as the process of inducting or introducing an individual into the society. So, for example, in the family, for example, you learn, suppose the parents set a certain rule. Even when you are kids, you are told not to do this, you are refrained, you are not allowed to do some things. So this socialization, this minor rules and regulations in the family is helping you to learn about the greater rules and regulations that is going to take place in the greater society. So it is like a kind of a training in the family itself. The family is training you for the rules and regulations that you have to follow in the society when you grow up. Now, it also refers to the interaction through which the growing individual learn different habits, attitudes, the values, the different cultures, the different norms of the society, all right, the different rules and regulations of religions, the different characteristics of the different religions in the society. So you know, suppose you belong to a Hindu society, but you visit a church with your friend who is a Christian during the Christmas time. So even though you are Hindu, you know through interaction with your friends, all right, through observation, through learning, you know what is expected of you in a temple, in a church, all right. So you know that when you enter a temple, you have to open your footwear. You need to leave your slippers and shoes outside, but that is not the case in a church. How do you know all this? This is known because of the interaction that you have had with other individuals who belong to different religions. Okay, what is socialization? Now, socialization is the way in which you are not only learning, all right, you are not only learning, but you are also transmitting. That means you are also sharing knowledge from one generation to the next generation. For example, your parents. What do your parents do? Your parents, by setting a certain rules and regulations, by teaching you what is good and what is bad, or what is right and what is wrong, they are helping you to learn the values, learn the cultures of the society. So the knowledge is being transformed from the parents generation. Now the grandparents have taught the parents are teaching the kids, and the kids are also going to further share the knowledge with the future generation. Now, the features of socialization. Now, what is the first and the foremost feature of socialization? It is universal. So, the process of socialization or the interaction that takes place, all right, is universal. That means no matter in which part of the world you live, which society you belong to, socialization or the interaction always takes place. Now, because of this universal characteristics of socialization, mental development or the personality development of individuals takes place throughout the world wherever human beings live. Next one is, it inculcates basic discipline. All right. So, through socialization, you will be learning the minor things or the minor requirements of the society. What is correct, what is wrong, what is right. All right. Now, how are you supposed to behave with individuals? How are you supposed to behave in an organization? How are you supposed to behave in the family? How are you supposed to behave with your friends? And how are you supposed to behave with your elders or your teachers? So, all these takes place through socialization. Now, next is number 2, it helps to control human behavior. Yes, socialization, because it teaches you how to behave, it also teaches you how to control your emotions. Where are you supposed to show your emotions and where you are supposed to control it. All right, the level of intimacy that you have to have with someone, it teaches you all these things. So in a way, it teaches you human behavior, and it also helps us in controlling feelings. All right. Now till now you must have understood that socialization is a learning process. Now, socialization, the third point is, it takes place formally as well as informally. Now, in a formal environment, let's start with the informal. So, in an informal environment, you are learning, socialization, interaction, learning process takes place first in the family. So, family is the first agent of socialization for an individual. Now, as soon as you are born, you become a part of a family, which may be a joint family or which may be a nuclear family. But you become a part of a group, and here you behave how to live with other individuals. Now, the other one is the formal. Now, the first formal organization or the agent that you are part of is the educational institutions. Now, in schools and later on in colleges, you learn about timing, you learn about discipline, you learn about your behavior. Now, I also told you, you learn about controlling your emotions. In schools and colleges, you may have clashes with each other because you are individuals coming from different backgrounds. You may have clashes with each other. So, what happens is, here you have to learn to control your emotions. You learn timings, that means on what time you have to reach, till what time you have classes. You are not allowed to leave the premises until and unless your classes are over. Then the family and friends in schools also, they teach you how to trust each other. They teach you about friendship, right, trust. And they also teach you about the different types of bonds, or the intimate bonds and the not intimate terms. Now, The fourth one, it is a continuous and never ending process. That means socialization, in the first topic itself I told you that socialization is a never ending process, and socialization takes place from as soon as you are born till the time you are dead, alright, or till the time you die. Socialization, interaction takes place from the time you are born till the time you die. Okay, so a short recap of what we have done today. First is, what is socialization? In simple terms, socialization is the process in which individuals learn how to interact with each other. Now, because of this interaction, they learn how to behave in their society, they learn how to develop their personality, they are also observing and learning. Alright, so socialization is kind of a learning process. Okay, next is, socialization is a kind of inducting an individual to the society. For example, it is kind of inducting means introducing. So, for example, it is a kind of through socialization, the society, what is going to happen on a larger scale is introduced in the family at a smaller scale. So, you have to learn about timings. You have to learn about discipline. You have to learn about formal and informal interaction on a larger scale when you move out from the houses. So, before you move out from the house, you learn how to interact with each other in the family. Alright, so the family is kind of an introductory part, which the skills which you learn, the basic skills that you learn, it is going to help you further when you move out or when you start working. Because later on, when you join a job in a professional organization, you will not know how to behave with whom, because as soon as you join the office, you will not know everyone. Okay, there are only a few friends whom you know, and through interaction with them, you will learn how to behave in the office. So, all these helped us in socializing, in interacting with other individuals, and then behaving in a certain manner. So, today we shall be ending with the concept, meaning and definition of socialization. Now, we have done the agents of socialization. I have given you just the meanings of the different agents of socialization, and a little I have just done in brief. Okay, so next week we shall be starting with the secondary agents of socialization. And under the secondary agents of socialization, first is the school, then we have the professional organizations, then we have professional organizations means the organization or the institutions where you go and work, and then we have media, mass media, and we have religion also. So, how all these agents or the organizations help us and teach us the different tricks, the different skills, the different techniques that is required for an individual to behave in the society and also to survive. Alright, your behavior is extremely important. The behavior of an individual is extremely important for the survival. So, that is why you have to learn what is socialization, the meaning, the importance. Okay. And in this point, in this topic, you can also add, alright, you can also add according to your understanding, you can add other points also. So, this topic is extremely important, because as students you have to learn what is socialization, and you also have to learn what is its importance. Why socialization is important, why you have to socialize, why in different scenarios you have to behave differently with different individuals. You have a certain method of interacting and certain method of talking. You cannot behave in the certain manner with your friends and in the same manner with your teachers. Alright, so you have to learn the tricks of socialization. Thank you.